Today was supposed to be your family trip, right? Huh, family trip? What do you mean? At that moment, I understood everything. I tried calling my wife as a test. Sorry to call you so suddenly. I'm having so much fun with my family. My mom's bought a ton of souvenirs. She's having so much fun. Oh, your mom. I'm with her at the funeral, though. My name is Oscar. I'm a 32-year-old office worker. I married my wife Nadia 3 years ago. We met at work. Nadia is 3 years younger than me, and I was put in charge of showing her around when she first joined our company. Because of that, we ended up speaking a lot. We found out we had gone to the same high school, so we talked a lot about our hometown. We had a lot to talk about besides work. Even after she didn't need help at work anymore, we'd go out drinking often, and we became really close. At some point, she confessed that she liked me and we began dating. Things went smoothly. We dated for a while, I proposed, and we got married. I never expected I'd be the type to get married, but it made me so happy that even I was surprised. I was usually the unlucky type who got stuck with self-centered girls. I didn't have any good memories from any of my girlfriends until Nadia. They were unemployed and they wouldn't return money I'd lent them. Those were the only sorts of memories I had. At least thanks to them, I had funny stories to tell. Unlike them, Nadia worked hard, and she was responsible with money. So I thought she was the only one for me and was very happy when we got married. Newlywed life with the person I loved was very fun. We were very lovey-dovey and went on dates all the time. We both had good salaries, so we had money to travel often. She gave me great presents for my birthday too. I thought we would be like that forever. But even couples that really love each other get bored eventually. Suddenly we stopped having any physical contact. How about today? Sorry, I'm really tired from work. Oh. I was also tired from work. Honestly speaking, my position in the company was above hers. I had more work and responsibilities than she did. So I think I was more tired out than she was. Last year, she got switched to a different department. I don't know what kind of work she's doing there, but I'm stuck doing overtime more often than her, so I'm sure she has it easier than me. I was unsatisfied about other things as well. In the past, we used to split housework fairly, but recently she doesn't help out around the house at all. When I come home late tired from work, she's always just laying around on the couch. Welcome back. What's for dinner? Is what she would say to me. You get home before me, so you should cook, is what I'd say on the inside. Slowly but surely, I felt more and more distant from her, and we began arguing more often. Hey, didn't I tell you that if you're going to leave dirty dishes in the sink, you should at least rinse them? What? So annoying. That just wastes water, doesn't it? But food sticks to the dishes and is hard to clean. Then why don't you clean the table and put the dishes in the sink yourself? Huh? Why do I have to do everything? So annoying. I'm tired. Don't bother me about stuff like this, she would say, and then lock herself in her room. Even if we were tired of each other, getting this annoyed and angry was painful. I'm usually the calm type. But when she gets angry, I end up being angry as well. At first I thought she might be stressed from work. Switching departments was probably annoying, and her new bosses probably scrutinized her. But if that was the case, she should talk to me about it. I would try to ask her, is something going on at work? But she would just say, huh? What? No, and leave it at that. We had countless little arguments. Overtime again? Aren't you worried about what I will eat for dinner? I texted you earlier today that I'd be doing overtime, so you should have bought yourself something or gone out to eat somewhere. What? You just don't want to cook, right? That's why you're pushing the responsibility onto me. That day I had been super busy at work, so Nadia acting like that made me angry. I couldn't just let it go. Responsibility? Whoever said it was my job to cook all the time? Didn't we agree on splitting the chores? Why have I become the one who's doing everything? What? Are you trying to lecture me now? No, Nadia, aren't you too sensitive these days? You're always lashing out at me. I'm just following the promises we made each other when we first moved in together. Is that wrong? Shut up, you've put me in a bad mood, so I'm leaving. Nadia said that and ran out of the house. Where did the Nadia I used to know disappear? If our married life continued like this, things would definitely be tough. At that time, I discovered my illness. Would my wife worry about me? Whether or not she would worry was genuinely my biggest worry. After returning home from work that day, I told Nadia what I had heard from the doctor. Nadia froze in place and blinked quickly. Huh? You're sick? Are you serious? Yeah. Was she worried about me? Her face did seem worried. Will you be okay? I'll make sure to take care of you. Just tell me what you need. She said that in a loud voice. Luckily, this was discovered in its early stages, so I should be able to be treated just with medicine. But most importantly, Nadia was worried about me. It was our first real conversation in a while. I felt so relieved. After our conversation, Nadia's parents called her. It seems they spoke about my illness. Since Nadia and I got married, I haven't had too many chances to meet my in-laws. Even when Nadia would go to visit them, she'd shake me off and say I didn't need to join her. Because of that, I never really had the chance to visit them. I even worried if my in-laws hated me. Anyway, I was just glad that my wife was worried about me. She seemed to completely change as a person, and she began to take care of me. She would take out the trash more and even acted worried when I had to work overtime. It was almost as if Nadia I used to know had returned. But that didn't last for long. With some time, her cold attitude returned. Laying around on the sofa again? You haven't even made dinner. I'm sorry, I'm not feeling so good today. You should tell me that in advance. On days like this, I'll eat out. Huh? Don't you feel like eating a lot of delicious foods when you get home from work? But I'm feeling sick. Don't you want to be home with me? It's not like you're dying or anything, you're just over-exaggerating. What the? She was too mean. If I say I'm not feeling good, I want her to believe me. How could she abandon me while I'm suffering? My wife said something even more shocking one night while we were eating dinner. The week after next, I'll be going on vacation with my mom. Leaving her sick husband to go on vacation. What? I haven't heard about this. Yeah, that's why I'm telling you now. We've already booked the flights and hotel. We can't cancel now. My mom is looking forward to it so much. Please understand. I was sick and tired of her. Nadia really didn't care about me at all. Her mother was also mean. Even though she acts nice over the phone, she must not accept me as her daughter's husband. She probably doesn't like being with me. That's why she never invites me to come over with Nadia. More and more negative thoughts swirled around my mind, and I felt my heart sinking in my chest. I'm sure that being sick made me more emotional than usual, but thinking that my mother-in-law didn't like me made me sad. The day of the trip, Nadia happily rolled her suitcase over to our front door. Sorry about this, but I'll make sure to buy you souvenirs. Nadia spoke to me, but I didn't actually really hear what she said. I was smiling, but my heart was cold and my hands were shaky. When I'm in such a bad condition, how could Nadia just leave me behind to go on vacation? I wanted to rest after she left, but I was so uneasy that I called my mom and she came over. I talked to my mom about all my issues with Nadia, which helped my heart feel lighter. My mom cooked for me, and I felt like I could actually relax. At that moment, the home phone suddenly rang. I thought it was probably some salesman, so I ignored the phone at first, but when it kept ringing, I stood up and answered the call. Hello? Ah, you picked up. Great. Oscar, is Nadia home right now? Huh? What happened? My mother-in-law is supposed to be with Nadia right now, so why would she call to ask where Nadia is? I've called her on her cell phone multiple times now, and she won't pick up. Oh, did something happen? I was worried she had gotten into a car accident on the way to the airport or something else bad. My mother, that is, Nadia's grandmother, passed away. She's been in the hospital for a long time. I was just with her now, when she took her final breath. Huh? Today was supposed to be your family trip, right? Huh? Family trip? What do you mean? At that moment, I understood everything. My wife lied, took time off work, and went somewhere. Since she was trying so hard to hide it, she must be cheating on me. My mom and I went to the hospital to join my mother-in-law. When I met my in-laws at the hospital, they were surprised I came with my mom, but when I explained the situation, their faces went pale and they apologized. Even lying like that, what the hell is she doing? Not picking up the phone at a time like this. My mother-in-law indignantly spoke about Nadia. I tried calling Nadia a few times, but she wouldn't pick up. In the meantime, my mother-in-law had a lot to deal with, so we decided to forget about Nadia for now. And my mom and I set to helping my mother-in-law sort out the funeral. The next day, the funeral smoothly came to an end. Oscar, thank you. I really couldn't have managed without you and your mother. Don't worry, we're just happy we could help. What will we do with that idiot from now on? She might pick up the phone now. Let me try to call her. I tried calling Nadia, and this time she picked up. I'm sorry to call you so suddenly. It's fine. Why'd you call? We're enjoying our vacation. My mom bought a ton of souvenirs and is having a lot of fun. Oh, your mom is? What? You're acting so weird. Why'd you call? I'm with your mom at the funeral. I could hear Nadia jolt on the other side of the phone. What are you saying? Funeral? What's this sudden joke? This isn't a joke. Your grandma's funeral just ended. You probably don't know because you ignored all your mom's calls. You've got to be kidding. If you really don't believe me, let me prove it to you. I passed the phone to my mother-in-law. Nadia, what are you doing? Mom? I didn't think you were this type of person, lying to your husband like this, right when your grandma passed away. Where are you and what are you doing? Tears were rolling down my mother-in-law's cheeks as she angrily spoke over the phone. Nadia felt guilty hearing her mom like this. I'm sorry. I lied to Oscar and went on a trip with another man. I didn't know that Grandma passed away. I'm so sorry. Do you know what you've done? I won't cheat on him again, and I won't make you sad ever again. Really? You admit you're wrong then? I'm really sorry. You should apologize to Oscar. Betraying your precious husband. You're right. Can you hand him the phone? It's on speakerphone. I can hear you. I'm really sorry. I've really reflected on my actions. I will change. Yeah, got it. I'm hanging up now. Next time we see each other, we will talk this through. Okay. I ended the call. Thank you. I got emotional and let my anger out, but at least that made her admit to her affair. That was exactly what my mother-in-law and I had planned. Nadia was pulled in by her mom's emotions, and she admitted to having an affair. I quickly packed all my stuff and moved out of our house, leaving only divorce papers behind. Nadia and I never spoke to each other again. Our lawyer handled it for us. Nadia supposedly told our lawyer in tears that she ended her trip and came back home earlier than she was supposed to in order to make up with me. But if she thought I would forgive her just like that, she was wrong. I claimed alimony from both Nadia and her lover. Nadia held on for a while, but eventually she agreed to the divorce and the alimony. By the way, my in-laws also cut off Nadia. She was completely abandoned by her family. Rumors spread at our workplace, and everyone thought and spoke poorly of her. But since she had to pay the alimony, she couldn't quit regardless of how stressful it got for her at work. She got what she deserved. On the other hand, my treatments were a success, and I'm doing much better. I am positive about the future, and plan on living a happy life from now on.